Hey guys, this is Matthew Whispers here, and today we're going to be playing some Hearthstone, and I'm going to be doing some soft speaking and a little bit of whispering while we play a couple of games. So we're going to be playing some Rogue today, and as you can see I'm not a particularly high rank in Hearthstone, but let's see how far we can get. I've not really done the Hearthstone videos on this channel, and in fact I've not really uploaded many videos at all in the past, well, I'd say about 12 months. I've been preoccupied with different things and one thing or another. So let's see what we get at the start here. That's probably going to be a face hunter, which means we need board removal. So I'm going to keep one Eviscerate and the Fan of Knives and see what else we can get. Right, that's an okay start against face hunter, provided that's what it is. It could also be mid-range hunter, but let's see what happens. So for those of you who haven't particularly played Hearthstone before, or who don't particularly play video games, you're just here for the ASMR. The idea behind Hearthstone is you get 30 health points to start with, and your opponent gets 30 health points. The basic idea is to use cards or different abilities to take their health points down to 0. So this guy's taking a little while to do his turn, but depending on what he plays, because we've got a backstab, what basically means anything he plays early we can do 2 damage to. So here we go. So he's dropped a web spinner, which means he can add a random beast card to his hand. So this could still be face hunter, but it also could be mid range because of the way that card is played. So I'm actually going to skip a turn because I don't think it's worth backstabbing the web spinner and giving him a free card. So I'm probably going to take 2 damage from his hero power and 1 damage from the web spinner. But what this will allow me to do is I can get a dagger out and use the coin to gain another mana crystal. So each of your cards has a little number at the top left, and it's sat on top of a mana crystal. So each card will cost, for example this one cost 1 mana. You can see we've only got 2 to work with to start with, but this will go up each turn. So that's actually also quite a good card to pull out. So I think I'm going to coin out and get dagger and deadly poison, which gives my dagger 3 attack instead of 1. And with this, no, I'm not sure whether to backstab the web spinner. I want to save that for something else later on. I think I might skip this turn as well and then keep the wicked knife. Yeah, let's do that. So again, he can do he's got the possibility of doing depending on what, oh no, he can do quite a lot now. To start with there, he could have only done 3 damage, but Animal Companion RMG'd a Hofer, which has charge. So any minion with charge means that it can attack straight away without having to wait a turn. Usually minions would have to wait before they can be used, but I think what I'm going to do here is hit his face and then in fact I'm gonna drop that as well, get that to hit, and then Blade Flurry, which means that my weapon is destroyed, and however much damage my weapon could have done, it's done to the entire of the enemy side of the board. The reason for attacking with the South Sea deckhand was that its ability is to have charge while you have a weapon equipped. So if I had Blade Flurried earlier than that, that would have obviously got rid of my weapon, and then this wouldn't have had charge. So what do we want to do now? I think Piloted Shredder is the best option at this point. So let's drop that and hit him in the face. I think this is more of a mid-range hunter by the looks of things, just because he isn't playing many cards. The idea of a face hunter, which is what I initially thought it would be, is to flood his side of the board with cards and then hit me in the face as quickly as possible, hence the name Face Hunter. But because he's not playing very many cards, I think he's gone towards a more control-like sort of mid-range deck. So I'm going to go up to 5 mana crystals on the next turn, which means I can play Fan of Knights and Eviscerate, depending what he drops. I could draw a card as well. I can get a new dagger because I don't have one at the minute. Don't think this guy's here anymore, is he? If not, then I'll just see how quickly I can end the game. I always hate this sort of thing. Good thing is if he doesn't come back, then his turn will be over a lot quicker this time around. So let's see what I get. I get another sprint, which isn't great. So I think it is just a case of hitting him in the face, and I'll save that for next turn. So I'm now nearly at the point where I can do what's called lethal, where your lethal means you've got enough damage to kill the enemy. So this card has a combo attached to it, so I can do 2 damage, but if I combo it with something else, then I can do 4 damage instead. So what have I got? I've got 4 damage from the Shredder, 2 damage, that's 6, 7, 8, 9. That is, I think that's dead on lethal. So let's have a look. My maths isn't great, so I could be completely wrong, but if I hit that, there's 9, take him down to 5, take him down to 3, yeah, and there's the dagger. Not a true win because he did AFK halfway through, but nonetheless that's another star. So let's go ahead and we'll play another rogue and see if we can get a slightly better game out of it. Just take a sip of this beer. So it's another hunter. The current metagame is very much based around hunters, which my deck is okay against, but it's not designed to go against hunter. So again, because it's hunter, we're going to try and guess that it's face hunter, and we'll keep this for the combo, which is dealing an extra 2 damage, and see what else we can get. Right. This is quite good for getting some early tempo on the go. Pass on the first turn because there's nothing we can play. this one's... That's a lebanon is a good sign that it's probably going to be face under. So we'll dagger and get that out. Now what I'm hoping for here is a backstab or something that costs 1 mana, which I haven't got. Okay. So I can just do 2 damage to that. And is that the best play I can do? I think it is, because I'd like to have the combo from that for something. Unless I just pull this out. Then next turn... Yeah, I think I do that. And I'll end the turn. I'll greet him as well. So you can interact with the other player to an extent, but nothing special. Yeah, this is definitely face under. So he's hitting my face rather than controlling the board. So we will eviscerate that, which means we can combo this out. And that also means that we can clear his side of the board. And currently the most damage he can do to me this turn is 5, but you also have to think about the cards he can play. So both of these cards at the minute have death rattles, which means when they die, a certain effect will go off. Okay. So, I don't particularly want to hit anything else with my face because I'm already down at 21. I've got a Tinker's Oil and Sap, which doesn't really do anything for now. I think I play Shredder, and the problem is, what's going to happen is this death rattle is going to give him a secret. And the secret that it's probably going to be is that when I hit him in the face, it does 2 damage to my entire board. So I'm going to try and play around that and keep that alive for now. I think it's incredibly risky, but I think I just go face here. I'll clear that and then go face. Yeah. And then what I'd ideally get is a Blade Flurry from my next turn. Then I'll dagger out, hit something. So yeah, so that secret is going to probably do 2 damage to my side of the board. So let's have a look. That's a really strong hitting card. So, no, still nothing. But what I can do with this, let's just hit his face first anyway and see. Yeah, so it's going to be 2 damage. What I should have done there is use the ringleader on the creeper first. That was a bit of a misplay from me. So how much damage can he do? He can do 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. If he's got another kill command in his hand, then he has lethal. So what I might do is kill command only does 5 damage if they have a beast. So if I sap that beast, you can still just drop it again, though that's a problem. Man, does that drop beasts? I can't really remember. I think I'm just gonna have to hit that. And are they beasts? No, they're not. That's fine. So he can do 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. If he can do 3 damage to me, then he can kill me. Okay. If I really need a Blade Flurry. If I Blade Flurry, I'm in quite a good spot, despite the amount of health I'm sitting on. No. That's still okay though. I think he still wins, because I haven't got anything with Taunt. Yeah, I think he still wins. Yeah, definitely. There's nothing I can do here. To win I need a Taunt, and even then he can take me down to 1 health with that. So I think I just concede this one. So the problem is I seem to get to around rank 16, rank 15, and then every single deck that I play against is under. So I think this one we're going to try the GVG Mage deck. So this deck is centered around using a certain type of minion which is called a mech, or a mechanical card, shortened to mech in game. So we're playing against something that isn't a hunter this time. So there's 2 types of warlock decks that it could be. It could be a handlock, or it could be a zoolock, which are 2 very different types of decks. I'm going to take a guess and say it's a handlock, a zoolock, just because at this sort of level we don't see many handlocks. So as you can see, all the cards that I've got at the minute are mech. So I'll go ahead and drop one of those. So the Mage's hero power allows me to do 1 damage to one of his minions. So I can clear that here just by doing that, and that gives me a... Okay, so the board to clear. I had to use a minion and my hero power, whereas he's only had to use 1 minion. And you can see this turn he's coining something. Okay, that's quite a strong card. So I can do here again. I can switch his health around. So this card, whenever it takes damage, it'll summon a 1/1 in. So that just means it's got 1 attack and 1 health. So I can swap that around and freeze it. Again, that's me using quite a few cards and still not completely clearing board, but that was the best option for that one. Otherwise he could have got a lot more himself from that, and he's got another one. Of course he does. So this turn I think I'm going to drop Snow Sugar, and what this will do is freeze anything that it can damage. So depending what card he draws or card he plays or hits that with. Okay, this is gonna be bad. Let's have a look. So again I can get rid of that imp with a Fire Blast, but that then leaves me with 3 mana, which means I can only play a Clockwork Gnome. Whereas if I drop it's a 4/5, it's a 4/3. So I think I drop the Yeti and the Gnome. The problem with playing against a Warlock is that he has his life tap, so that means he always can gain card advantage for the cost of a little bit of health, which is quite a very good trade. I think I hit that. That's going either way. Then that. Then I just hope for RNG that the Void Callers hit 2, I hope. Or do I? I think I drop this for now. Or do I drop another Yeti? This one basically causes him to have to stall slightly, because even when this one dies it'll then summon another minion. Whereas that one's just got slightly more health. What's the death rattle on this? Put a randomity. So this could be Demon Lock, which focuses around cards that work with demons. But I've not really played against Demon Lock before. So he's going to trade that, which means he gets, oh wow, he gets a Pit Lord, which is a very strong card. It's a usually destroy one of them. So I can get rid of this straight away. That's the board clear. I think that's, yeah, that's okay. So I'm not far behind on cards. I've got an answer for quite a lot of what he can play. The only card I'm really scared of is, I can't even think of the name of it. It basically replaces his character. No matter what his health is on, he'll go to 15 health, and his hero ability changes so that for 2 mana he summons a 6/6 infernal, just like this, except it doesn't have the battle cry. So I think this is where I look for the RNG play. In fact, no, let's not, let's wait. So what I'm thinking is, if I play Goblin Blast Mage, but I'll do this next turn, so next turn I can Goblin Blast Mage, return it and play it again. So for now, I think I'm going to freeze that and hit his face. Then next turn I'll be able to Blast Mage, rewind, Blast Mage, which is 8 damage split between his side of the board. That is a very good card. Right. So I think at this point that is still viable, but I think I hit face first. Yeah. So that's face. Blast Mage. Oh, of course that happened. Right. No, because that means I then can't polymorph. I need to polymorph that so he's not going to hurt so much. So what's he got at the minute? He has 14 damage, possibly slightly more depending on how he uses the boom bot. So I think I've just got to use that. What do I need? I need 10 damage, so 4, 5, 6, 7, and then 4. So if he doesn't clear, but he's going to clear, I think he'll probably clear that as well. Belcher. Minion +1. So he's halfway through his deck because of his life tap. He's misplayed that slightly, I think. But, right, so I can do this again. And hope that I get RNG. I didn't have a mech down. Damn it. Yes, I got the idea. That's okay. He's probably going to hit that. If he does hit that, then next time I'll probably flame strike. Oh, of course, that doesn't hit face either. I was thinking that would do 4 damage to his face, but it doesn't. Oh, wow. He's played around that quite well as well. Right, that's not bad, depending what I pull. So I can clear his board. He's probably going to life tap, which puts that out of... Oh, he's not. So I can clear board. Yeah, again, that puts me in a really good position. So, two, four, five, six. Depending what I draw. There, that's the card I was scared of. So, this is now where it gets difficult. So I think return that. I should have hit with that first, but return that. Right. So that's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 from hero power. But he's going to clear something, I imagine. So he gets a 3-8 weapon. And for 2 mana he gets a 6/6. Which is so overpowered. 3 damage to everything. He's going to have something to clip more coil or so. Can I stall for this long? I don't think I can. The good thing is now he doesn't get the extra card draw, which he would have had from his old hero power. But it does mean that he gets a 6/6. So that means he's going to do 11, 14 damage to me. He wins in 2 turns, unless he... No, I don't think he does. He's got to clear something. So he'll probably clear that and hit face. Yeah. So that's 11 damage he's going to do now, depending on what else he plays. Right, that's okay as well. I just need to keep hitting him in the face. So he'll face, then 6 damage. I think I really need fireball. If I get fireball, then I win. Otherwise, if I don't get fireball, he's won this turn. Oh, thank you, RNG. Oh, well, let's just quickly.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I feel like he deserved that.